826 with Dixon and Vining. It is the 29th of June of 2026. Can you believe that? One more day left in this month. One more.
That's
all we get.
unbelievable. Wow.
Just one more.
Where'd June go?
It's going to be a hot one, too. Hot 97 today. Hot and 97 tomorrow. Hot and 97 the next day. Small chances of rain in each case, 20% or less, because that's our summer pattern in Alabama, as you know. We have a ruling on mail-in ballots from the Supreme Court. Somebody was suing because Mississippi was accepting mail-in ballots after Election Day. Now, they were postmarked by Election Day, but they were arriving after Election Day, and somebody in the state of Mississippi said, I don't like that. I don't think they should be doing that. The Supreme Court ruled 5-4 that is completely legal.
Yeah, here's what it says. The Supreme Court ruled that the federal law does not require mail-in ballots to be received by Election Day.
There you go.
Holding that states may count ballots postmarked by Election Day, but received afterward if state law allows it. And again, that was a 5-4 ruling, as you said, Richard.
Yeah, and it's got to be postmarked by Election Day. It's not unusual. I mean, I'm under a court order to pay somebody alimony. I don't remember who. But it has to be in the mailbox by the day of, like the 1st. I have to make sure that it is mailed on or by the 1st. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it doesn't get mailed that day. Anyway, it doesn't matter when it gets there. The important thing is that it's where it's supposed to be on that particular day. So that's pretty common in the law. And we'll see what the rest of these rulings that are coming down, because this is...
That's the first one for this morning.
Today's the day, baby.
Yep.
Today is the day. A television food star is the latest big name to join a star-powered NASCAR ownership group. Guy Fieri joined Legacy Motor Club as a strategic owner. Fieri, known for his numerous Food Network programs, including the ever-popular show Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, is joining the NASCAR team that is steeped in history. I mean, other owners, 7-time champions Jimmy Johnson and Richard Petty. Hello?
How about that?
Legacy Motor Club building something different, and I want to be a part of it. This is about more than racing. It's about creating a brand that connects with fans everywhere, from the track to the table. All righty, Guy. I like it. Cool.
It's different, huh?
Cross-promotion coming. Be ready for it.
Here
Almost
it comes.
certainly. Well, he does like a nice car, as you see in Diners,
That Camaro,
Drive-Thrus,
huh?
as he
Yeah, I
drives
imagine he'll
up
be
there.
at quite a few tracks as he goes around.
Very, very good. Let's see here. What else can we tell you? Bikers in the Buff took to L.A.'s streets
Hello.
for
Woo.
World Naked Bike Ride.
Were they really naked?
They really
Like
were.
top to bottom,
They
like
really
nothing?
were. They really were. What's really odd is that some of them removed their seats. What? Clothes came off as the rubber hit the road in the World Naked Bike Ride in downtown L.A. Saturday, with hundreds of cyclists taking part in the body-bearing cruise along city streets. Staged out of the parking lot in Little Tokyo, the event transformed the area into a sea of skin of body paint before riders set off on their eyebrow-raising route.
Guess so. Where
event-
was this? In California?
L.A.
L.A., yes.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Eyebrow raising. Where did they go?
I don't know.
I mean, Little Tokyo to where, you know?
Little Havana.
Okay.
The event's featuring two separate rides at 10 a.m., run covering roughly 9 miles, and 2 p.m. tracks stretching about 7 miles with a more challenging hill-heavy route. Both routes wound through downtown Los Angeles landmarks, offering X-rated moments to unsuspecting passerby. Participants moved through the city in various states of undress, with body paint replacing biker shorts and police escorts directing traffic as the cyclists passed sidewalks packed with onlookers. Some riders wore tops and shorts, while others fully embraced the event's Bear As You Dare ethos. However, participants were instructed not to disrobe until they reached the staging area. While participation was technically free, donations were encouraged. Where do I keep my wallet? To help cover operational costs, including traffic control,
That's what fanny
portable
packs are for.
restrooms, wristbands,
See what
and
I did there?
loaner bikes.
So this wasn't even really necessarily to benefit anything. It was just, hey,
They
let's
just wanted
go
to
be
get
an
naked.
exhibitionist.
That's right. They just wanted to get naked on their bikes.
They
And these were not
Okay.
motorcycles. These were bicycles.
I mean, it wasn't even like they were doing a music video for Queen. I mean,
I know.
come on.
But they do it every year, and England takes part in it as well. It's the World Naked Bike Ride. And, all right, good on you. The problem here that nobody really thinks about
They
is
don't.
the people you want to see naked are never the ones who want to get naked. You know, it's just it's
I
it's
just,
always
and
the
I
people
just
you go
can't
like,
imagine how. I'm sorry, sitting on that seat,
Yeah, hello.
male or female,
No, thank
how
you.
that all works.
Yikes.
I'm like, that cannot be comfortable.
I bet.
I mean, have you heard of, cycling pant? The cycle pants that they wear? There's a reason they put
There's
those
a reason.
on.
There is a reason.
Ugh.
I agree wholeheartedly. I would not
I feel
ride
sorry
one.
for the seat.
I do love a good bike, but
That's the part that you're feeling sorry for? Okay.
feel sorry for everyone who went to see that.
I do. I feel sorry for the seats. Oh, man. The things we'll talk about on a Monday morning, you just never know.
You never know.
4th of July week, here it comes.
Rosie O'Donnell has just tipped over the edge here.
Oh, no. What now?
Just now?
Just now.
I thought it had already happened like years
What's
ago.
she do?
She is convinced that Donald Trump will use an assassination attempt or a terrorist
come
bombing
on.
to cancel the midterms.
Dude, she is just deranged.
This
I'm
is-
sorry, this woman is deranged.
This is why she's no longer on The View. You know,
Go.
they just
I think
away.
they said, no, don't let her on.
they couldn't trust what she was going to say after the whole 9/11 was an inside jobs thing. And she just kept harping on that. And they were like, Rosie, there's not one shred of evidence.
Can you imagine? The View has a ton of attorneys. Can you imagine the discussion of, hey, we're thinking about bringing Rosie back? All of them are like, we're all going to quit if you bring her back. Every one of us is
Talk
going to
about
quit.
having an attorney full-time assigned to her.
Right. She needs
Or
more than
two or
one.
three.
At least, yeah. Maybe an entire panel.
Ooh.
People are revving up for the midterms. Author Marianne Williamson told O'Donnell during an interview Wednesday. They're revving up as well for an obvious rigging of this election. I love it. O'Donnell responded, adding fuel to Williamson's take with her own theory. Not only a rigging, but I think he will have some sort of crisis, whether it's an assassination attempt or a terrorist bombing. There will be some catastrophic event, and he will say, there will be no elections. That is what I think is going to happen, O'Donnell continued. Because if you read Project 2025, you would have not believed that what they wrote down, exactly what they've done to our country and America, didn't notice. I noticed a lot of things taking place, and all of them good. So I'm confused here. Sending the migrants home, closing off the border.
All good.
These are all good
Yep.
things.
These are very positive.
Making sure Iran doesn't get a nuclear weapon again. Very positive.
Very positive.
What am I missing?
I don't know. Nothing. Richard, it sounds like you've got it covered.
It's not what you're missing, it's what she's missing.
Yeah.
It's a fascist. Jimmy John's taps in with Fetty Wap
What?
to
Excuse you?
debut a new buffalo chicken wrap.
Did you misspeak there?
Fetty Wap.
What? No. I don't get it.
I'm not sure exactly who Fetty Wap is. That's part of the problem.
I don't know as anybody knows.
Fetty Wap helped design or define the sound of the summer. We wanted to bring that same energy to our menu, said Suzanne DeRoche,
Huh?
Vice President of Integrated Market and Communications at Jimmy John's. The meal is iconic, flavor
sure.
forward,
Well, what is it?
and chain's new Buffalo Ranch chicken wrap with buffalo-flavored Jimmy John's chips and a drink of your choice. Jimmy John's fills the wrap with all-natural chicken, buffalo wild wings, medium buffalo sauce, lettuce, tomato, onion, sliced celery, crispy carrots, and homestyle ranch, then wraps it all up in a soft flour tortilla.
Is this supposed to be good for you because it's a wrap and it's got some lettuce in it
And it's chicken.
and it's chicken?
Yeah, I
Only-
don't know that I would say it's good for you.
No, I don't think-
That would be, it might be overstepping.
Maybe a touch.
Yeah, those tortillas, by the way, are never healthful. You always think like, oh, it's a tortilla instead of bread. If you look at the calorie count, you go like,
Maybe
same
worse,
calories as
yeah.
bread. Gotcha. Plus more fat.
That's like I think it's Subway that's now stuffing this
Mhm.
bread with the lettuce.
Right.
Like it's a salad thing. And I'm like, you
It's
must
not.
really love the lettuce
Mhm.
and maybe bread
Mhm.
because,
I like both those things.
yeah, but I don't. If you have a choice of that or like a regular Subway sandwich,
Yeah.
which one are you going?
I'm going to go
for?
regular.
That's why I
Subway
don't think
sandwich.
those are going to sell very well.
Well, that's
Because you're either going for a salad or you're going for the sandwich. You're not usually combining the two.
Flipsy's Furniture, 1811 Crestwood Boulevard, and, of course, on Highway 31 in Hoover. Now 2 locations. To better serve you for the 4th of July specials that are coming up. It seems like you can't get through a holiday without there being some kind of special at a furniture store, and Flipsy's is no different. I do not have them in front of me right now, so I can't tell you what they are. but I can tell you that they're going to be good because Flipsy's always is. Flipsy's already has designer furniture at wholesale prices. Flipsy's already has fantastic pricing and that white glove delivery for a little bit more money, worth every penny. Flipsy's already has 12 months same as cash. Huge selection. And especially at the 1811 Crestwood Boulevard store in Irondale. That's 28,000 square feet with more in the basement. The Hoover store, a little more Hoover-centric. You'll love it. You got to go see it both. Flipsy's Furniture. If you need furniture, maybe you got some company coming for the 4th, make it Flipsy's. Flipsy'sFurniture.com online, Flipsy'sFurniture.com, or one of their 2 great locations. Find out where they are at their website. 9:22, Dixon Dividing, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. The next Supreme Court ruling we got has to do with Donald Trump deciding to fire a member of the Fed. He said it was because she was being investigated for home mortgage fraud, and that was cause for him to let her go. Others said, no, you just don't like her, and you just want her gone. Anyway, the Supreme Court has said, yes, he may fire her. Now, interestingly, CNN is saying the exact opposite.
Yes.
I don't know exactly what that is.
They
but
may
yes.
have it wrong. So, several sources I have say in a 6-3 vote, the Supreme Court ruled that the president may fire FTC commissioners at will, overruling Humphrey's executor and holding that the FTC's for-cause removal protections violate the Constitution's separation of powers. So, again, another 6-3 vote. You can guess who the three are.
Yeah. And yet, up here, once again, now on Fox News, it says Supreme Court allows Lisa Cook to remain at Fed. So I don't know. There's some side ruling there, something that fits in. We'll have to go look that up a little bit after we hear from this guy.
It's Steve's turn.
Well, you may or may not remember back about the turn of the century, the AFI, American Film Institute, celebrated a century of film by coming out with several best of lists, all of them top 100 in their categories, comedy, drama, more than overall just top 100 films of the century. Well, apparently they can go back and change their mind. And they have in at least one case. Back in 2000, the AFI's 100 Years, 100 Laughs list debuted. The film Some Like It Hot topped the comedy list. Over the weekend, though, they took another look at the list and made a change at the top. But let's give you a quick refresher and recap the top 20 here. And Richard, Valerie, by all means, feel free to agree or disagree with where these films may or may not be ranked. In at number 20, The Apartment from 1960. In at number 19, His Girl Friday from 1940. Number 18 was The General from 1927. Number 17, The Odd Couple from 1967. Number 16, Singin' in the Rain from 1952. Number 15 was The Philadelphia Story from 1940. Number 14, Bringing Up Baby from 1938. Number 13, Young Frankenstein, or Frankenstein if you wish, from 1974. Seems a little low to me, but that's my opinion. In at number 12, A Night at the Opera from 1935. Number 11, The Producers from 1967. Now we get into the top 10. This one seems a little low as well. Airplane from 1980. Number 9, The Graduate from 1967. I get it that there were kind of funny parts in it, but I'm not sure I really ranked this movie as a comedy. But they did. Number 8, It Happened One Night from 1934. Number 7, MASH from 1970. Number 6, Duck Soup from 1933. Number 5, Annie Hall from 1977. Number 4, Dr. Strangelove, 1964. And number 3, Tootsie from 1982. And that brings us to the most notable change. Now, keep in mind, over the weekend, specifically yesterday, director, producer, and screenwriter Mel Brooks celebrated his 100th birthday. So the AFI panel decided that they got the list slightly wrong 26 years ago and decided to, on Brooks' birthday, swap things around. So in at number 2, Some Like It Hot from 1959, making the number 1 comedy of the 1900s, 20th century. Blazing Saddles from 1974. Think about it, though. You realize Brooks is also, again, at number 13 with Young Frankenstein, at number 11 with The Producers, but those didn't jump up. Only Blazing Saddles did. Now, don't get me wrong. I think it's the funniest movie I've ever seen, or certainly one of them, but I would put Young Frankenstein right up there with it.
Yeah, I love Young Frankenstein. It's to me, they're 1 and 1A of the best of Mel Brooks, and The Producers is probably 1C or 1B, whatever, because I love that movie just every bit as much. He made some stinkers, Sure. There are a couple that were I never really thought Spaceballs. I never really cared for. It came off as cheap and a little campy.
I think the most interesting part of it, though, is that when he presented it to George Lucas said, "Yeah, go ahead, I love it."
Sure. Just no marketing, no merchandise.
Yeah.
It wouldn't let him do any merchandise.
So he made fun of it within the movie.
Good. I also think underrated our High Anxiety and silent movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Silent Movie is a much funnier movie than people give it credit for, and it's hard to find a copy of it nowadays.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know
actually
what it
had to look for it. I found it in a collection of 5 or 6 Mel Brooks DVDs in one box set.
Okay.
That's how I ended up getting
I
it. Video.
do that. Life Stinks was just bad. That's one of
No,
his worst.
not good.
Dracula Dead and Loving It was
No.
just bad. You know, just that the 12 Chairs. Not a great movie. Not very entertaining and not very fun. All right, thank you, Steve. I think we've got I think we figured this out now. Okay.
Yeah, I think we've got clarification
Do we know?
on what's going on.
Are we sure about this?
Well,
Yeah.
Lisa Cook is going to be allowed to stay at the Fed, but in a separate case, they are giving Donald Trump a freer hand to exert control over hitherto independent federal agencies.
Yeah.
Issued at the same time, these two decisions, both authored by Chief Justice John Roberts, marked another example of the conservative majority court pushing back on one aspect of Trump's broad exertion of executive power while giving him the green light on another.
Yeah, here's the interesting part of the Lisa Cook. This was
Mm-hmm.
part of it. A 5-4 vote, the Supreme Court refused to let President Trump remove Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook while litigation continues, holding that the Federal Reserve's long-standing independence from presidential control is rooted in the nation's history and tradition. Okay, so while the litigation is going on, but he does, the court has ruled that he may fire FTC commissioners at will.
Sure.
So specifically FTC.
Federal Trade Commission,
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
FCC as well, because
That
they're
will
kind of
probably
run
be.
parallel with each other. I remember the questioning on this, and they did ask an awful lot of questions of, well, hold on a second. So Congress forms these little cabals, you know, the FTC, the FCC, whatever, and you throw people on them, and then they can just do whatever they want. There's no oversight at all.
That's a problem.
That doesn't make sense. You know, they're part of the executive branch. We're going to have somebody exert some control over them. And so they decided the president was going to be the one to do that. Just not when it comes to the Federal Reserve, at least not while this litigation is continuing. They may have punted that one. Might
That's
be
what
the
it
way to
sounds
look
like,
at it. Be
yeah.
like, well, there's no litigation, so we'll let that wrap
Play
itself
out.
up. And then next year, if there's still a question, we can discuss it. Yeah, okay. We'll see. Still waiting on birthright citizenship. That's a
big one.
that's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know if and when it should be here today, but it might bleed into the line with Andrew McLean.
It
There's a
could.
good chance that you're not going to be hearing it during our time. So get used to that idea. You're listening to Dixon and Vining on Talk 99.5 and Talk995.com. Your texts are always welcome at 545-9950. We also have the Dixon and Vining question of the day that is up on Facebook right now. You can go there and log in, give us an answer, and we'll maybe get around to it on the air. We can dream. In the meantime, we'll keep an eye on the Supreme Court and give you whatever drips and drabs of information come dribbling out of there. You know, it's funny because they give these reporters the printed verdict, you know, the printed ruling.
The paper. Mm-hmm.
And then they have to like sort through it very quickly to figure out what did they say, which is how you end up with
Sometimes it's
Fox saying one thing and CNN saying another, and then eventually they both say the same thing, and it's like,
Right.
okay, we got it. 9:30. Matchbox 20. I'm a fan. 936. Dixon Dividing, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Looks like we've broken away from the Supreme Court now, so we may be done with
Yeah,
rulings today.
Could be the final opinions.
May not be
They're-
getting anything more.
Maybe tomorrow
Yeah,
on
maybe.
the birthright
We got to
citizenship.
get some ruling on that. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Get with it, people.
Thursday afternoon.
No, they got to be done by the end of June, actually. So it
Yeah,
must be tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I'll tell you what else must be, at least by tomorrow. But today would be better. A visit to Rodney's Marine to take advantage of that lovely Suzuki warranty being extended by 2 years. If you buy now, we're talking about a 7-year warranty on that Suzuki Power, and that is on your Silverwave, Starcraft, pontoon, or Tri-Toon boat. And then it goes back to 5, starting on Friday. Boom, right back to 5. Snaps back. There you
Yeah.
go.
This is important. Take advantage of it, especially those of you that have boats and you've maybe got an engine on there. You want to repower it. The Suzuki engine with 7-year limited warranty. Again, you only have it through Thursday. Go to Rodney's Marine. Talk to Rodney and the guys. If you don't have a boat and you've been thinking about purchasing one, great time to do that as well. It's going to be a great week and weekend, and maybe next week, maybe enjoy out on the boat as well. Rodney's Marine is there to assist you in any way that they can. Put on accessories, or if you want to purchase them from Rodney's and put them on yourself, you can do that. But always know that they're there for you if you need anything done to your boat, like the repower of the Suzuki engines. And just know that Rodney's is one of the largest Starcraft and Suzuki dealers in the state of Alabama. These guys have been doing this for a while. They know what they're doing. And again, a lot of experience back there in the Bay, over 100 years of experience with Rodney and his staff there. They're there to take care of you, and they're ready to get you up and running for the summer in a brand new, beautiful boat or a used one.
Mhm.
You do that.
Those are your people, though.
Yep.
That's who you want to call. They'll deliver right to your door, or take it to whatever lake you want. Rodney's Marine, 525-1500. Or over there in Cropwell, Highway 231, Lake Logan Martin, of course, or find them online, rodneysmarine.com.
Give them a call today.
Okay, Kellogg's has got a new, this is interesting. They made a change to Crunchy Nut with a new caramelized biscuit flavor. I'm like, what the hell's Crunchy Nut?
What?
It's apparently a cereal that I've never seen before in my life.
The packaging's very interesting. Bright, like goldy yellow
Yeah.
with a Kellogg name.
Mm-hmm.
It's got that little honey thing.
Yeah, the honey dipper.
Guess
Yeah.
you call it.
Right there, and it's like it's apparently dropping honey on the Crunchy Nut cereal that I have never seen. Is this because it's in the UK? Is that what it is? We don't have it here. We did not get our own. I mean, what we got was we got honey
So-
bunches of oats, right?
I have this question. When we think in America biscuit,
Mm-hmm.
we think of a biscuit.
Right.
If we're talking another country and we're thinking biscuit, we're thinking more like Biscoff, cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're thinking cookie if you're in Britain.
Yeah.
So,
So we
they've
talking
made Cookie Crisp over
bis-
there. They finally found Cookie Crisp.
That's what it looks like. Crunchy's caramelized biscuit flavor.
Oh, this
All right.
this is dangerous.
Well, it's not here apparently, so I'm not.
boxes
really that
of the
worried about it.
Biscoff inspired cereal
Mm.
have been spotted on shelves in Iceland.
Oh, how about a road trip?
We need some
ready,
of this.
Ready for a road trip?
Come on.
What are you in James Bond's Lotus?
Who's out there in Iceland listening to us that could send us a box? Come on, man. Help a brother out.
Right. Kellogg, what are you doing? Sell it here first.
Yeah, really. When do these people
Try
ever
it on
learn?
us.
Test it in the United States first and then send it around the world.
We're the fatties. Come
Hmm.
on. This 2-ingredient midnight snack is one that Snoop Dogg swears by.
How much marijuana's in it?
None. How about this?
That's surprising.
It is really simple. It's extremely simple. It's crazily simple. It's a boiled egg sliced up and put on toast.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Like, what the hell?
A hard boiled egg on toast.
Yeah, that's it. I put the egg in the middle of the toast like the elementary school breakfast they used to give. We couldn't wait to get to school to get that hard-boiled egg and put it in the toast. A beautiful thing, Snoop said. Okay, so that pretty much sums it up. This is nostalgic for him.
Yeah.
It's
that's
what
he
he's
Going back
sounds
to
used
his
to.
elementary school days.
Right, right. You think about, having a boiled egg and sticking it on a piece of toast. You're
But
kind
he's
of like,
saying he adds a splash of vinegar and a pinch of salt.
So there's more than 2 ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's true. Liars.
Oh, it'd be worth a try. I like a good boiled egg.
I love a good boiled egg.
I like toast.
Mm-hmm.
You ever done that on, one on the other before?
You like vinegar and salt?
I like the salt.
Yeah, I'll do a little salt on my. Usually, I use like garlic salt or Zatarain, something like that. Put it on my boiled egg.
So he puts the whole thing. He didn't slice it up or do
Yes, he does.
anything.
I thought he said he
Slices it up.
sliced
Oh, he
it
does
up,
slice it.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yeah.
I missed that part of it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Whatever turns
Well,
your
he's
crank
made
there,
an
buddy.
egg salad. Just add a little mayo. You got an egg salad sandwich.
Pretty much. I see where they're going with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Now we're cooking with gas. Coffee Mate is bringing back Snickerdoodle flavored coffee creamer.
It went away.
Apparently it did. At some point in the not too distant past, it drifted off, and now the Snickerdoodle creamer is so stinking good, perfect amount of cinnamon. This tastes just like a Snickerdoodle oatmeal cookie. You don't want coffee.
Coffee,
you
you
want a
don't.
cookie.
Listen, here's what you do. You just turn that up and drink it. Right?
Take a look at the calorie count on the back before
Sure.
you do that.
Well, I mean, it's like, drinking a shake or something like that.
Oh, no.
Just turn it up.
No.
Come on, let's go.
A tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of this is like 60 calories. It's crazy.
Oh, that's nothing. Come on.
Nothing. Okay.
So the whole container is like 2,000 calories.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a day's worth of calories.
Standard 1 tablespoon serving of Snickerdoodle liquid creamer is 30 to 35 calories.
So 2
Okay.
tablespoons is 60 to 70, like I said. Yeah. When I went back to Orlando on those weeks when I was able to make it back home, once I opened the refrigerator and it was just full of those Coffee
Creamers.
Mate creamers of different flavors.
Somebody was having some fun, huh?
I mean, it was jammed. It was in the back of the shelves. It was all in the door, everything. And I was like, this is insane. I started to go through them, and I found that many of them were empty. I was like, why
Why
are we
are they in
putting
the
empty
refrigerator?
creamers back in the refrigerator? And then I found like 2 or 3 that were exactly the same, and I was like, can we consolidate these?
That would be good. Well, I don't
Is
know.
there a
Check
way?
the dates on
You want
them.
to check the dates, make sure you don't. But why are you buying a new one when you still have the old one
Well,
here and it's open? What are you doing?
Maybe they couldn't remember what flavors they had. So they were buying them and then realizing you had half left.
This was pretty much the story of my life. Every time I went back there, it was like, let me clean up the messes you two made over the
you
last
shouldn't
3
have done
weeks.
that. You should have just left it.
Oh, yeah, so I could come back to a hovel 3 weeks later.
No, you just.
Even better.
Why are you doing
I'm
that
not
to
taking any
yourself?
advice from you.
Okay.
Cinemark has revealed a Spider-Man cup unlike anything we've seen before. And there's a reason for it. It's really stupid. It supposedly looks like Spider-Man's arm with a web coming out of its little web container thingy.
Well, that's
Yeah.
a good way to explain it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, Tom Holland, as Spider-Man, has this little device that's on his arm,
Right.
as opposed to much.
That concerns me.
So here's the device, and it sort of spreads outward and upward and forms the bell of
This
the
is
cup. that you're
bizarre.
drinking.
This
Yeah.
is just too much.
Yeah. I
Come
think
on.
you're working too hard on this, guys.
Yeah, this is.
You're working too hard on this. I see where you're going with it, but
But it's a little over the top.
yeah, just weird. And Wingstop.
That's a cup?
It's a
Yeah,
cup.
that's what I said when I looked at it. I was like, that can't be
That was
it.
my first thought as well. I thought they were talking about like a popcorn holder, and then I said, well, no, that's not right. But no, it's a cup. It's an actual cup. You're not getting much soda in there. Wingstop's latest flavor features chamois and cayenne.
What?
Yes.
Chamois and cayenne. Sweet heat chamois featuring cayenne. A new limited time flavor that layers a custom chamois-inspired dry rub with a drizzle of cayenne chamois sauce. The result balances fruity sweetness, citrus brightness, and chili heat across Wingstop's lineup of classic and boneless wings, tenders, chicken sandwiches, fries, and corn. I wonder if this is kind of like what they used on the wings at Yo Mama.
Maybe something like that.
Because that was kind of
Possibly.
sweet, but very hot.
And a little bit of a fruity taste to it.
Yeah, yeah, and was definitely residual heat. There was some residual heat there for, well, I still have it now. Yeah. Wingstop members can try Sweet Heat Chamois early from June 26th through June 29th. That would be today, before the flavor comes available nationwide starting tomorrow for a limited time. Wingstop also celebrating the launch with Sweet Heat Chamois cart in Venice Beach. Well, we better rush over there.
Yeah, I'll be in a hurry.
Get on that. No, are we doing a wing? Thursday is
Well,
like,
we got to talk about that.
Uh-oh. Sounds like you're fleeing.
No,
town.
no, no. I'm just.
She's open for discussion.
It's on the heels of yeah.
I mean, we're right there, right before the weekend, right
Right.
before the.
Be a good way to
yeah.
kick off the weekend.
I would think so. I could do
that
that.
and maybe a cold beer.
2.
Okay, I'm in.
I had to twist your arm.
Uh-huh.
9:47 with Dixon and Vining, and we have got your text and the Dixon and Vining question of the day coming your way next. 9:53. Talk 99.5. Talk995.com. You're listening to the last few moments of Dixon and Vining here on this beautiful Monday. That's going to be hot, as Emma Kate just told you. We're talking about first heat advisory of the year, 97 today. I expect we're going to have that pretty much all week long. Get used to the idea. Sarge drops us a line, says, my son has a coworker that has two brothers that live in London in the military. They were here in Birmingham last week and wanted to go see the FIFA soccer game in Miami. They were talking that all we can take the train down to Miami. They said, we don't have trains to do that. Then they said, well, that's okay. We'll take a car. It'll just be a couple hours to drive from Birmingham to Miami.
No, that's about 13 and a half hours.
A little further than
It's going to take you a day. Congratulations.
Believe it or not, they rented a car. They drove all the way down to Miami to watch the soccer game, but they did have a problem with the humidity and the heat. And they said they couldn't stay here without air conditioning, but everybody has air conditioning, so worked out okay.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Can you imagine riding a bicycle naked, says Sean? That must be the most uncomfortable. At a minimum, they'll be walking like John Wayne.
Okay.
McGee says naked people are in two groups. With one, you yell, take it all off, and the other one, you yell, put it all back on. This is true. When you talk about unorthodox golf swings, I can't help but be reminded of Happy Gilmore. See, I'm reminded of Charles Barkley.
That is an unorthodox golf swing. You are correct.
Yeah, pretty much. Richard, I need you to explain to me what constitutes Hoover-centric. As a Vestavia resident, I don't wish to mingle with the unwashed masses of Hoover, but I could use a new end table. You'll have to go over there and find out for yourself. Mm-hmm. Speaking of the naked bike ride in L.A., says Debbie, is indecent exposure not a thing anymore? Apparently not. And from what I saw from the pictures, most of those people really were indecent.
Mm-hmm. They very
and decently
much
fat and oversized, and you should not be ever running around naked like that. More questions about our signal. Somebody who wanted the name of a client, a sponsor. Richard, speaking as a World Cup, did you happen to catch Canada, America's hat versus South America match yesterday? 0-0 until the 91st minute of extra time. Canada scored. Yes, I did see a little bit of that. That was amazing. They were at that 5 extra minutes on the clock, what they call stoppage time, and Canada managed to pull it off with just about 4 minutes left, and then they managed to defend. So I know people are like, that's just 1-0 is a stupid score.
Welcome to soccer.
Yeah, watching these guys have to figure out how to line up a shot, get the ball down the field, and get anywhere close to how – and that's a big net. You're like – you'd think it'd be kind of easy to kick it in. Nope, it's much harder than you would think. That's one of the reasons I really enjoy watching the sport.
And I think I heard this morning that this now is the first time in history that Canada's made the round of 16.
That is true. That is
Congratulations, Canada.
Oh, Canada, America's
Sorry, I
hat.
did that.
I heard lots of comments about April Marie subbing last week, and I wanted to give kudos to Brian Dawson subbing for Andrew. I don't often get to listen during that time frame, but truly appreciated the conversation and the guests he had on. That is from Madison. Thank you, Madison. We appreciate it. Anytime we get somebody who's going to say something nice, not talk about, be that way. Let's do this.
Dixon and Vining's question of the day.
It's a hot summer day, and you just finished mowing the lawn. What is your beverage of choice? And please be brand specific. Steve West.
Beverage? Heck, I'm going to probably need a stretcher and an IV.
So IV is what I'm hearing.
There you go.
What about you, Valerie?
I would say Miller High Life in a bottle.
Miller High Life.
Miller High Life.
Very
When I'm
nice.
really thirsty
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's hot like it is.
You're going for the little
After
the grenade, or are you going to go for the
either
full
or.
size?
You
Yeah.
can if
Oh, boy.
you're gonna give me the grenade, then I need about 3 of those.
3 of those. You can
Yeah.
pour those right back pretty quickly and
Uh-huh.
easily. Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand.
How about you, Richard?
You know what? I love a good ice cold from the cooler Red Stripe.
Oh yeah, those
Yeah,
are good.
I don't know why I'm a fan of that after mowing the lawn, but that or a Yingling would pretty much put me right. Original Gatorade Lemon Lime, says Matt. Icy Cold Lemonade, says Cherry. Yolanda, water with liquid IV. Love it. Pete Withers says, beer.
Mm-hmm.
Way to be brand specific, Pete.
Presumably lots of it.
Yeah. Beer! Exclamation point. Like that's a brand. It's really, I think it's a musical. Beer, the musical. Aldi Strawberry Lemonade on Ice. Okay. Water and Ruby Grapefruit White Claw, says Anna. Anna, we're going to block you. LaCroix carbonated water, very refreshing, says Michael. Really?
Nick-
LaCroix, it tastes like you're drinking carbonated water while someone in the next room is cutting up whatever fruit it's supposed to be, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty
let's
light.
see. Nick says ice cold from the cooler Budweiser, Madison lemon lime Gatorade.
Mm-hmm.
Grumpy old goat. Hose water and a squirt of lemon.
There you go.
Ice cold Bush latte. What? Okay. Mark, good people snake handler. Sean
Yeah.
A says Deer Park. That's good water. And Sally would like a Coca-Cola Icy.
Okay, we'll get one for you. Joey Johnson, as a kid, a Coke, mid-teens. Dad would have me, let me have a Miller High Life Pony, mid-20s Pearl Light beer. That's good stuff. HTO, some electrolytes, and a touch of alcohol. This, then apartments. Then Natty Light. Now I'm old. I pay a guy.
Quite the evolution.
Snapple, zero, sugar, half and half. Okay. Back before I got sober, I would always end yard work with a Long Island IV or two. I assume you mean iced tea.
Yeah, probably.
Due to the Coleman County Water running a 16-inch inside diameter water pipe across the front yard, water, you'd think after that I'd hate water. Nope. Okay. Glad to hear it. Pickle juice, Aquilibrium, H2O on ice. A lot of great answers here. Thanks to everybody who participated. We will be back tomorrow. Do this again,
Bright
but
and
only
early.
for 4 days.
Yep.
No, not bright
Well,
and early.
3 more if you count tomorrow.
Dark and early.
Yeah, dark and early.
6 a.m. Talk at you then. Dixon Dividing Talk.